I am going to do something that I've not done, but I've thought about so many times. I'm going to do a reaction video on the Sister Wives Tell All for season 18, part 2. And I'm going to take a drink. I thought if I did shots, I'd die. But I'm going to take a drink every time Robyn fake cries. Here we go. Oh, crying. I know it's a... Oh. I know it's coming up, but we're doing it now. I have to stop it all the time. Get this ready. Oh, I count that. When the note, anytime the fingers goes to the nose or the eye. Oh, again, another one. I have to stop it. God. Idiot. Says I can't go out spending money. Over money, I bet. Oh, fuck you. You and Cody are the reason the bomb went off. Oh, you're touching her eye. Touching her eye. There's no water. Oh. She's looking up, trying to get some tears coming. Oh, another. Oh. You're so full of shit. There's no tears. There's no water in your eye. There's absolutely no water in your eye. Don't be sorry. Oh, Suki. You don't know how to have an interview without crying. It's totally you being dramatic. Ugh, it's true. Wait a minute. You just said you didn't take the test. You didn't know about this being called dramatic. Oh. She's got the cryy face. Yeah, you think? Safe? Oh my God, safe. I'm gonna drink on that too. Every time she says safe. Hold on. Oh. That's good enough. Bullshit. Bullshit. No. Liar. Why are you such a liar? See, look. Oh my God. You're passing the blame to Christine. Oh, none of us do. Fucking yes, she does. And you've never had it. All of them. Hey, you have this covenant with Robyn. How is that for Mary to hear you saying that to Robyn? And didn't, in the very beginning of the entire series, you talked about how you don't discuss other wives with other wives. Clearly, that's bullshit. Because you've talked to Janelle about Christine, you've talked to Robyn about Mary, you've talked to Robyn about everybody. You're so full of shit. And again, this whole you're going to get all this planet when you die and reach the heavens. That's... I wish you guys knew how stupid you sounded. Sorry if you're a Mormon or any of that sect, but you guys are fucking stupid. It's just building on the patriarchy. It's making men have power over women, period. Women are just heifers popping out babies. And I don't get that. I don't get how anybody is cool with that. Partly you want to say, Mary, you fucking should have seen this coming. But then you partly are like, well, we're only seeing certain things. We're only seeing, like, I think we were remembering what's going on in the one-on-one interviews. like the little confessionals, but we're not hearing so much what he's saying to her or not saying to her. I mean, when they had that one anniversary dinner and they're driving and she's like, what if I kissed you? And, at one point and another time, he's like, it's never gonna happen. I would have been out. I'd have been like, all right, see ya. And just the balls. It's incredible to me how he can have a straight face and say, well, if I went and got another lover, well, one, after this show, I don't know who'd have you. And if they did, they are not quality people. And just the arrogance of that. I fell in love. So you're not a polygamist anymore. You've proven single-handedly that polygamy does not work. And it's so funny. It's like, you want her to have the best life. You want to release her. Why couldn't you do that for Christine? You didn't do that for Christine. You were kicking and screaming, so mad that she left you, but you're pushing Mary out the door. What's the difference in the two of them? What is the difference? Oh, maybe because Christine made the decision to leave you, not the other way around. You made the decision to leave Mary. It's all power play with you fuckers. It's just ridiculous to me. And I don't know how any woman in their right mind would want this. Janelle seems so level-headed. How she puts up with this shit is fucking beyond me. Ugh. And I've gone back and watched the first few seasons. I think we've all rewound it and watched it before. But I saw that one episode where they're discussing the validity of My Sister Wives Closet. And it's just such a foreshadowing of what the marriages were going to end up being. It was insane. Because you've got ROBYN that's just spending money like crazy. Mary, who says, I'm committed. Christine that's like, I'm out. And you got Janelle that's like, I don't think this is feasible. I'm not going to be in it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Again, what's the difference in Christine and Mary? You're so angry. What are you angry over? I'll tell you what you're angry over. You're angry that someone left you and you didn't push them away. You want to be controlling of who is in your little circle. And you're pissed off that Christine had the balls to leave you. And now you're like, oh, Janelle might follow suit. And Mary, you pushed away, so you don't even give a fuck. But I tell you what, you are missing the money. Guarantee you that's what you're really, really angry about. If you do your soul searching about your temptation, is it to rob a bank? That's the only temptation I see you having. And maybe to suck a dick. You've sucked a dick, dude. I'm sorry. The people from high school were spot on. When I first saw you, my gaydar was going off. So, yeah, you got some good beards. Now, I think you're probably bi. I probably think you are attracted to ROBYN and giddy. But you get just as giddy when you are talking about Brian or going to see any of your guy friends. I wouldn't doubt if you are taking steroids because of that anger that's out of nowhere, and your lips have gotten all puffy. Maybe you've got some Botox going on. I don't know. It's kind of grossing me out, but I've put a picture of you 5 years ago or 2 years ago and one today. You look drastically different, definitely different than 10 years ago. This show has only been on 10, maybe 11 years. Well, 2010, so 12 maybe. 12 years. So you were going into this show knowing that you and Mary had issues. You knew, and you still wanted to do the show anyway. That's just weak. That is some punk-ass weak shit. But, and again, it's like, I want to run away somewhere and change my name. That's what you do. The kids have all said that. The wives have all said that. That every few years you get a hair and you want to up and move the entire family. Because evidently you weren't even in that Lehigh house very long before you moved to Vegas. Before that you were in Wyoming. So yeah, you have a pattern of uprooting and going. And I can only imagine the fights that you and Robyn are having, if we're being honest, it's probably over money. Because you've said the only thing that you're afraid of is poverty. Last year when he had his one-on-ones, I'll never forget that. So, to me, she's spending. She's spent some money. We know that from the relationship she had with Jessup, her first husband, which happens to be your cousin. We know that that's not going to give up. She spent money and hid things, clothes and stuff in the shed in the yard. His parents wanted to help them out by loaning money so they could get out of debt. What did she do? She took that money and spent it on a shopping spree. She's got issues, and I think even the kids are saying that she's got issues. So I'm sure he's freaking out. Like, what? I've lost 3 incomes. 3 incomes in the course of a year and a half, 2 years are gone. Shit, we gotta start. Oh, but Robyn saying I never took the test, but then getting mad and I'm not just being dramatic. I can't believe Christine said that. Well, where did she say that at? Where did she say that at? That you've heard it? Was it during the test that you supposedly didn't take? That we've all found online that you did take, and everybody else said that their things were pretty accurate. And bitch, you do love some drama. Don't say you don't. You love you some drama. So, ugh. And then Cody, like, oh, if anybody says anything, I'll punch you in the face. Oh, you'll break a nail, little pussy. But, God, I think we almost saw a couple of times where one of his kids wanted to, like, buck up to him. Yeah, he's lost his kids, he's lost his wives, and it's partly because of Robyn, but it's partly because of him and his attitude and his ego. We knew you were at Robyn's all the time during COVID. And even before that, because you sure weren't staying at Mary's. You quit staying at Mary's a while back. You weren't staying at Christine's, because she would have noticed. If you stayed at Janelle's, it wasn't very often. Maybe 1 or 2 nights out of the entire week. The rest, you were at Robyn's. Even when they said if you did show up, you showed up right at dinner time. You were on your phone the entire time texting. And then you were, I guess at nighttime you would go back to Robyn's house. Or you'd wake up early in the morning and you were gone. So you spent no time with your children even when you were there. So you were not a present father. You were when they were little because, they're so cute. There's not a lot I have to do. I mean, you almost killed Truly. You were such a shitty, why is she going to the emergency room? She's not that bad off. I'm surprised all of those kids are alive, honestly, because you're such a shitty parent. But that's right. You were very rarely, if ever, left alone with the kids. So thank God for that. So thank God you were an absent parent, because only knows what would have happened if you'd had him more often. And, gosh, you got rid of your white convertible, but we see you've got another convertible because you were driving around last week in that convertible. So you got the truck, 2 trucks maybe, and the 1 convertible. You got rid of the 1. She's got her SUV. So there's still 4 vehicles in your driveway. He's just ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. Day. Oh my God. So yeah, I can see how it would have been hard to blend the entire family, because you had the 3 wives that they got married pretty close to one another. Within the first 5 years, all the kids were popping out at the same time. So now you're not asking, you're telling these 3 wives and the other kids, look, you're going to have these people join our family, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And you blend in with these kids, and you call Robyn mom. I'd feel a little, if I was one of the older kids, I'd be a little, why are you getting married? 10-year difference. I mean, from the last marriage to Robyn's marriage was about 10 years. Why would you do that? If you're going to have a fourth wife, why didn't you do it so much sooner than that? And oh my gosh, just the, oh, so-and-so's being mean to my kid. Well, that's called being a sibling. Siblings are mean to one another. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Maybe because you're so busy hearing your kids cry, you don't hear them being mean to somebody else. But oh my God, one of the things, oh gosh, I forget what episode I was watching, but one of the boy kids had said something about, these kids they're just crying over silly things, and we're just like, what? That's part of the problem. Your shitty mothering has made them victims and made them little crybabies just like you. And oh yeah, they don't know what to do. What do we do with this? And then if they try to be like a normal sibling, you think that they're picking on them, and then you're bullying them. You did not help assimilate, because the first thing y'all did is pick up and move to Vegas and lived in separate houses, and then you were on the cul-de-sac, but then you weren't really with the other kids because you were Cody, you were with Robyn most of the time. Oh, well, Robyn gave me an office in her house. Wow, that's convenient, and I'm sure you never saw her, did you? Yeah, I know that you were probably bumping uglies. That, if we're being honest, is the real reason for the nanny. 1, so the nanny can watch the kids while she goes shopping. 2, so the nanny can watch the kids while they're bumping uglies in the other room. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You know that is what the nanny does. That is what the nanny does. Watches the kids for shopping and fucking. Shopping and fucking. Shopping and fucking. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong about this. And for him, again, to say that he would be nice to them or I'll punch you in the face. Fuck you, you little bitch. This is the roid rage talking. Calm down. Your perm's gonna get all upset. Oh, he's just a piece of work. And I don't like her any better. You know why we as viewers don't like Robyn? 1, we don't trust her either. And 2, she is so not likable. I mean, not likable, even in the beginning, like that, the whole, where they're doing the personality test. If you watch that episode, which again, I know they can cut it in different ways, but you domineered the entire conversation. Then you said that the therapist was being aggressive. Well, you were confusing the words aggressive and assertive, and I love that Janelle corrected you on that. And Janelle, oh man, she was shooting daggers at Robyn during that episode, because Robyn's just word vomit. And that's the big problem with Cody, is I've never heard this da-da-da come out of him, da-da-da, because he doesn't think before he speaks. It's word vomit. And he probably said to Robyn, oh, everybody hates you. Everyone hates you. That came from Cody. And it was probably an idea she had in her head, and just them talking to each other exacerbated it. If anyone said anything, maybe McKelty, but I doubt that. I doubt she would say they hated them. This is all what you're building up in your two little minds to think is going on. Yeah, this is just not even happening. David's not worrying about what you think about him at all, ever, probably. And that, got to knock you down so David doesn't think, oh, you left a good man. You're not a good man. You're a horrible guy. You're a horrible father. You're a horrible husband. Seems like you're a horrible human being. So, no, if anything, David will be like, whew, I'm glad I got you away from that. So you just need to check yourself. And you better check on this relationship with Robyn. And yeah, no, she's never wanted polygamy. She wanted the money that came with the show, probably, is the main motivator. And if she had these sister wives, they would help take care of her and help watch her kids. Because she came into this with tens of thousands of dollars in debt. And they cleared it all up for her. They gave her a house. She says in the one, well, it's just amazing for me to know that I'm owning my own house. Bitch, you didn't put any money into that house? You didn't put any money into it. It was for like book sales and the TV show. That's the only source of income you've had. And probably ever, other than maybe that one temp job you possibly had. Oh, she's just, she is a drama queen. She's such a drama queen. I I just love that Christine and Janelle and now Mary have moved on. Granted, I definitely want to know more about that thread, and I want to know more about the catfishing from Mary's point of view, what we're going to see. But definitely the thread. It's so nice to have all this information now. I knew this would happen. You give the kids enough time and they're going to be like, oh, you don't like this? Well, here's all the things that we don't like about you. Da, 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 da. It's been pent up, and it had to pop at some time. It had to explode. It just had to. And for them to be so by it, I'm like, you've set this in motion. And if you thought the kids weren't being accepted, why didn't you say something before? Oh, you said you did? Bullshit. I mean, she's so lies. I don't think either of them can help but lie. Neither of them. And it's like they don't realize that we've been watching this show for 10 years or more, and we know what you said. We can go back and look and see what you've said or what you've done. You're lying. Stop lying. It's just, But I think they've saved the best for last with this one, haven't they? We're going to hear about David, and I'm going to sure Cody's going to be trash talking him. Bitch, ain't nobody trash talking you, Cody. Nobody. If anything, you're trash talking Janelle and Christine. That is the only trash talk I've heard at all, is what you've said about Christine and Janelle. So, yeah, and Mary for sure. Like, yeah, you're the only trash talker. It's none of the rest. And you want to blame them? Fuck right off. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this and putting up with my ranting and ravings. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, click on, if there's a notification, click on the bell, and come back and watch me some more. Thank you.